my rocket fuel.
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Let's go. Bring it at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson, option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Ravens 7, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Check. We go. 76. 76. Go. 12. Let's go. Hey, kill. Turbo set.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Easy. Follow. 40's mark. It's a party now.
Winston now from the 50. And the catch made by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson, Snead's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
But you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And a return will stop right around the 25. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flip it. Echo. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Easy. Mike 40. Check. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check hot route. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Funches has it complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Flip it. Under 10. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Even. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 37. Easy. Let's go.
Now Winston. Campbell making the catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Winston now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now a give, right side. Hines. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Value 3.
Now a give, right side. Hines, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Flushed out right. This will be caught once again by Brown. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's caught by Funchess. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
Follow. Jim. Slam. And even.
From the gun, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready. Flag. Put it through that. Wait. Big air. 3-17. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. Over. I know he ain't got it. 40's mine. Easy. Hey. Here we go. Hey.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Follow. Right 40. Check. He's coming. Here we go. Check 9. Whip. Watch the whip. Check.
Winston. And this will complete right side to Funchess. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Check. Come on. Sunday. Let's go.
First down, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
5 on the 50. 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 Easy. Check 4.
Throwing, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Green, Trevor, see. That's it. Hey, 40's Mike. 30. Let's go, defense. Easy. Hey. Say.
A first down throw for Winston. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Just keeping the play alive. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
40, 5-0. Check. Check, nickel. Let's convert. We got double up.
Here's Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Wild Bill. Green, come and see. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic. Easy. Hey. Record. Check that.
Jameis to throw it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him one closer.
Ravens 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Flip it. 40, check. Easy. Woo! Let's go. Hey, Mike, 40, Mike. Even. I got him. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Tighten up.
To throw is Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Third and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got him the football back. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now it's Jackson, and he'll be brought down by the Colts.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's what I do. Check, wait. Check. Follow. Easy. Hey, press down. Green, 17. 51. Let's go.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you. Tony. Mike, easy. Okay, double up. Hey, go on, Mike 40.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Check it out, read. Slam.
Hey, even. Under crunch.
Here's Winston. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Deuce. Hey, stop. Let's go. Come on. Come back. Show it up. Back. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Wait. Go. Easy. Hey. You don't want this. Mike 40.
Winston now. Catch made here by Campbell. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Easy. He's mine. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. Green, 17. Silver. Check. Easy. Hey. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw again. Buying time to his left. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Easy. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Sonny, wide. Get wide.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the intended target. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy. In addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Steps away to his left. It's complete to Snead. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Jackson, option right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Even. What?
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Let's convert. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Nice, 40. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. A little flare.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Campbell making the catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Green, triple C. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Easy. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards. Now it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson will throw again, escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Check three. Even. Easy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. Complete to Hilton. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Easy. Check out route.
Following the interception, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all game. Woo! Let's get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They come out here in the eye. Jackson will keep it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Wait. Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They're looking to throw this. Winston looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.